Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to fold a sampan, which is a Chinese boat. It's a traditional model. This one's folded from a 6-inch sheet of kami, but I'm going to be using a 9-inch sheet of kami, and I definitely recommend using at least 9-inch if you're folding along with this, and if you have it available, because the last step in particular does get a little difficult with 6-inch. But we're going to start here with the colored side down. Then we'll fold in half along both of the diagonals. So I'm going to bring this top right corner down to meet the bottom left corner, and then crease, and then unfold, and we'll bring the top left corner down to align with the bottom right corner, and then crease, and then unfold. Now we'll do a blintz fold, so we'll bring all 4 of these corners in to meet the center point. So we'll start with this top left corner, bring that into the center, line that up and crease, and then the same thing with the top right corner, crease that, and then the bottom right corner, and then the bottom left. Now it should look like this. Then rotate the model slightly. Now we're going to fold this corner on this right flap, bring that out to meet the edge, just make sure it stays aligned and centered, just line that up with that edge, and then crease. And do the same thing on the left side here, bring that corner out to the edge, just making sure that it stays horizontal the whole time, and then crease. And now we're going to open this flap out, and then bring that top point down to meet this crease right here, and just keep it centered, and then crease, and then fold that back in. Now do the same thing on the bottom here, bring that flap out, fold the corner in to meet that point right here, just keep it symmetrical, then fold that whole flap in. And now turn the model over, then bring this top edge in to line up with the center crease, and crease all the way across. Then do the same thing with the bottom edge, and crease. Now it should look like this. Then we're going to fold each of these corners in, so with this top right corner you'll be making a valley fold right along this line right here where there's a break in the paper. So just fold right there. It also aligns this edge with that center edge there. But fold that in and crease. And the same thing on the other 3 corners. And then it should look like this. Now we're going to make a valley fold connecting this corner with this top center point right here. So if you fold that edge in, start lightly and start the crease right from this center line here. Just crease very lightly and then just hold it in place really, and then line it up over here. Make sure it extends all the way to that corner. And then once everything looks aligned properly, then you can crease firmly. Then we'll do the same thing on the left side here. Just hold everything in place and then crease firmly all the way down. Then we'll do the same thing with the other two corners. Alright, so everything should look like this. And now we'll bring this top point in to meet this center line. And just make sure you're holding these flaps down when you do that, so it creases through everything. Just make sure the vertical lines line up, and then crease. And do the same thing on the bottom here. And crease. So it should look like this. And now we have the final step, which, like I said, it gets a little difficult if you're using 6-inch, but you're going to be turning everything inside out. So if you see where the model can open right here, the center line, if you start opening these flaps like that, you'll turn everything inside out. So you open that out like this, then I'm going to turn it over and show you from the other side, just holding everything in place. The easiest way to do it is if you see these corners right here, just try to push those through to the other side. It does require a little bit of force. You just kind of have to go for it. Do it with those two corners and then the other two corners as well. It might feel like you're going to rip the paper, which is possible, but usually you can use quite a bit of force and it won't rip. Just push that right through. It should look like this. And then you can look from the bottom here. It's a little bit wrinkled. If you try to get some of those wrinkles out and then just reinforce these creases slightly. Just make it look nice. And then on the inside here, you should see these flaps. You can lift the flap up. So that on the left side and on the right side. And everything should look like this. And you are all done.